Okay, so the first part of today, you guys are going to talk about conditional and biconditional statements. So we have done conditional statements, we have not done biconditional. So when we look at conditional statements, remember that the statement starts with a hypothesis and it has a conclusion. Okay, and remember, this is a statement that has the phrase if and then in it. Okay, so this one over here, it gives you the conditional. It says, if I eat a whole pizza, then I will be full. Okay, so the conditional is just when you add if and then into it. Converse, okay, this is the statement that switches. So remember, we flip them. So we take the hypothesis and the conclusion and they trade places. So if we're looking over here, we're going to take this one up here and it's going to switch places. So we'll say, if I will be full, or if I am full. And then we say, then I ate a whole pizza. Okay. So remember, conditional is adding if and then. Converse is switching them. Inverse is just taking the conditional. So you are going to take the statement and it says the statement negates. Okay, so that just means that it takes the conditional and add not or no. So remember, we're looking at the conditional here. Okay, so if I eat a whole pizza, then I will be full. So if I do not eat a whole pizza, then I will not be full. Okay, and remember the contrapositive, this does both of them. So the contrapositive is both converse and inverse. You put both of them in there. So you have to switch it. So the statement switches and negates the hypothesis. Okay, so you're going to do both the converse and the inverse. Okay, so you take this statement, you switch it. So if I am full, then I ate a whole pizza. And then you add not to here. So if I am not full, we say, then I did not eat a whole pizza. Okay, so when I'm looking down here, it says create the converse, the inverse, and the contrapositive. So I give you the statement, and it says if a number is even, then it is evenly divisible by 2. So remember, converse means to switch. Okay, so if a number is evenly divisible by 2, then the number is even. So I just took these two statements, this part, and I switched them. Inverse is you take this part, the beginning, this one up here, and add not. So we're going to add not or no, just depending. So if a number is not even, then it is not evenly divisible by 2. Okay, and remember, contrapositive, this is do both. So you are going to switch them. So we're going to look at this one here because it's already switched. We're going to add not to this one. So we're going to add not to the converse. We're going to say if a number is not evenly divisible by 2, then it is not even. Okay, so that is conditional statements. And if you look at the front of the assignment, you should be able to do all of these ones here, the conditional statements. Okay, the back is biconditional, so the other side of the notes is where you'll see biconditional statements. Okay, so biconditional statement is a statement using the phrase if and only if. And sometimes you'll see it written like this. It just means if and only if. Okay, so we're looking at the example. It says a polygon is a triangle if and only if it has 3 sides. The biconditional statement is true, or it says a biconditional statement is true when the conditional and the converse are true. So if you're given the original one and you flip it, if both of those are true, then the biconditional statement is true. Okay, so for this one, we are going to use this one up here. So it says, in the example above, write the conditional statement and its converse. So a polygon is a triangle if and only if it has 3 sides. So we're going to say a polygon is a triangle, or if a polygon is a triangle. Then it has 3 sides. Remember the the conditional is when you add if and then. So a polygon is a triangle, and we're going to say then it has 3 sides. Okay, the converse of that is when you switch them. So we're going to switch them. We're going to say if a polygon has 3 sides, and then we're going to take, so we're taking this part, and we're switching them. So we're going to say if a polygon has 3 sides, then it is a triangle. Okay, so we're going to write examples of biconditional statements. So when it says biconditional, that means you're going to add if and only if. Okay, so this one says all quadrilaterals have 4 sides. We're going to say a shape is a quadrilateral. If and only if. And then we'll put it has 4 sides. Okay, so that's how you write the biconditional, is you take the statement that's given and you change it. You add if and only if. So a shape is a quadrilateral. So we took this first part, we put it in here, and then we added in if and only if, and then we have it has 4 sides. Okay, so we're going to determine if the biconditional statement is true or false. If it's false, you have to give it a counterexample. So you have to tell me how you know it's false or why you know it's false. So this one says an acute angle, or an angle is acute if and only if it is 45 degrees. That is saying that 45 degrees, so this angle here, is the only acute angle that you can have. But if you know that acute is anything less than 90 degrees, we could say this is false, because you could say 30 degrees is a counterexample, or 20, or 98. Anything less than, or sorry, not 98. We'll go with 88. Anything less than 90 is going to create an acute angle. So this statement is not true. Okay. So the next one, we have to write the conditional statement or the biconditional statement. So this one says a rectangle has 4 right angles. We're going to add a shape is a rectangle. Remember, biconditional means you add if and only if. So a shape is a rectangle. If and only if it has 4 sides, or it has 4 right angles. Okay, so a shape is a rectangle if and only if it has 4 right angles. And this one is true. And we will talk about it later because I know you guys are going to say false because it's a square. But it is true. Okay. And then it says create your own biconditional statement. We're going to skip that part. Okay, so on your assignment, you guys will do the conditional statements, which is the front, and then the biconditional statements. And you don't have to do number 3. Let's see. And that should be all of them. So you guys need to complete this assignment and then turn to the basket and then go to the next video.